It's the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, site of the All-State Sugar Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a playoff team from last year, the East Carolina Pirates. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Defense with more pre-snap movement. They're going to the air on the first play. The pocket breaking down. No fear shown by the freshman quarterback to pick up the first down himself.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Important second down play coming up. Now they'll run it on the toss. Brought down, but the game moves the ball all the way to the minus 42.
Another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. I tell you, he's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
The Noles line up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Taylor. They finally make the tackle, but a huge gain down to the 15.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And the Noles are in the red zone. Play action here on first down. Trying to create here on the move. Touchdown, Florida State, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. You come out in the playoff game for no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early, and now they got themselves a lead.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
Chris, textbook job by the defense, surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Barnett. On the move now. We pressure him and sack him with a tackle inside the 10.
Bro, that's It's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Going to throw it on 3rd and very long. Caught behind the line. It's Montgomery. Defense stops him short of the mark, so now it's 4th down.
With such tough field position, at least he gets some positive yards to give your punter a little bit more room, and who knows, maybe he can flip the field for you.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They get him down, but not before he gets to the +38.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Offense looking to throw the ball. He escapes the pocket, using his legs on the scramble.
But that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, we'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
Wideouts now clustered. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They'll hand it off. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a 1st down in the red zone.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. 3rd and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the 1st down.
Moves out of the pocket. Gets rid of it on the move. The receiver grabs it, and he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
We are in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. He's got it near the end zone. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a 1st and goal. And the Seminoles looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. That's a design quarterback keeper. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Moles.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. On the move. Still going. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Pirates. He will score. A kick return for a touchdown in a playoff game. This stadium has come alive.
How badly does this guy and this unit want to get to the national championship? This is huge and a game-changing moment that I think we may be looking back at as a turning point in the game. Great blocks and great speed there for the touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Looking better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Half one will play here in the quarter. throw now on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. And they finally get him down, but a huge gain to wrap up this first quarter. As we break for the quarter, Kurt, Florida State is on top. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's got it with room to run. You make the tackle, but this offense has crossed midfield. Set up with a first down at the 47. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They bring him down, but a nice play moves the football to the 31 on a first down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Looking to scramble. Took contact on the throw. Catch is made. Room to run here. Touchdown, Seminoles. That's how you finish a play.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
21, East Carolina, 7.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Reached the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, site of the All-State Sugar Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a playoff team from last year, the East Carolina Pirates. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We're almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Kickoff booted out of bounds. The offense will start now from the 40. first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Nice grab. It's Gibson. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
That is exactly how you envision that first play going all week. You put it out there, you hope for a big play, and you hit it.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Touchdown, Florida State, as they claim the lead in this playoff game.
Just when we thought this game might be slipping away, these guys come right back down the field with a quick strike and a touchdown, and it's back to being a close game.
And the BAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's brought down to the 27-yard line. Decent return. Scanning the field, it's Barnett. Makes a quick grab. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. Falls incomplete, looking for a flag, doesn't get it, brings up 3rd down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
The running back here in a direct snap. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really got a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this 3rd and short. See what you can do from here.
The Pirates will have 1st and 10 here. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Lets it go quickly. Oh, that one's picked off. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get 1 or 2 a year, and he was not going to squander this chance.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Touchdown, Knowles. Too much speed for the defense.
Chris, as you know, anytime you hit a big post route like this for a touchdown, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver is essential. Nice job of not waiting too long. Quarterback takes a hitch, gets the ball out early, and allows his receiver to run underneath the beautifully thrown football for the touchdown.
East Carolina, 0.
Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. And he's got some space here. Turns on the speed. Can they catch him? Can they catch him? No! Touchdown! That is an unforgettable moment for that kick return. A touchdown in a playoff game.
Great blocking to set this return up, and of course you can see his natural instincts as a runner. Once he got through that initial surge from the coverage unit, nobody's going to stop him from scoring.
Here comes the point after attempt. It's the up and good. We get a little bit closer. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. We start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Second down after that previous play. They'll try the right side on the toss. That solid pursuit. They'll track him out there behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed, ability to diagnose the play, blows it up.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Grab down the middle. It's Gibson. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. To his right. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now with a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
The Seminoles are looking to keep this drive going. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Taking a deep shot here to the right. What a catch. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles. They were backed up to start the drive. Did some bold play calling, great execution, and reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. It's a shotgun run call. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game, all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Receiver in motion now. To the air, it's Barnett. Running out of time in the pocket. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. The Pirates will come to the line on 4th down, hoping to keep this drive going. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat. The offense will begin now with excellent field position. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Looks left and finds his target there. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
On the move now. Oh, what a spin! And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State. Well, no surprise for offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
East Carolina, 7.
He's going to return it from deep. Oh, it's a fumble. Who's going to come up with it? The kick team grabs the ball. As we break for the quarter, Kurt, Florida State is on top. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime. The crucial 2nd quarter beginning right now. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Grabbed away by the tight end. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on 1st down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a 2nd and manageable here for this offense.
And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Touchdown, Knowles. This offense cannot be stopped.
Man, that's his 2nd touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
And the point after is good. He got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the East Carolina offense back on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Finds room at the 30. Breaks into the clear. Inside the 40. Past the 20. Crosses the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, East Carolina.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
East Carolina, 14.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Seminoles offense comes back on the field. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum. And the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. And what a grab by the sophomore.
Good job here by the quarterback putting that ball in the air where the receiver can make a play on it. And I tell you, Florida State has had some great receivers over the years, and this kid is really living up to that.
And one big play has moved the ball across midfield. 1st and 10 in enemy territory. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. He's looking to scramble. Inside the 35. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Snags the quick throw. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. 1st and 10 from the 11.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
It's a toss play to the right. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Here's that defense shifting again. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Oh, and he knocks it right through. And that one will extend their lead even further. Except for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down to the 27-yard line. Decent return. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He picks up the 1st down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Boy, between this offensive line and this back, it's been a lot of fun to watch this offense tonight. You know, he's now over 100 yards on the game tonight. This is an evening he'll remember for a long time.
Looking to pass. It's Barnett. Completion to the tight end. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Completion makes it 2nd and short. Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here trying to cut into this lead before halftime. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either the receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Crosses the 35. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30. The Pirates come to the line in a hurry up. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
There's a nice play by this defense. After giving up a huge gain, they're able to turn things things around, recalibrate, and get after that quarterback for that sack.
The sack on first down. It's second down. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Grab behind the line. It's Montgomery. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
And he's got it. No problem. So they settled for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime.
17.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. That's reeled in. It's Gibson. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Moves out of the pocket. That's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
I mean, you don't see this very often. They just pressured the quarterback, and did you see how many guys they were rushing him? 3. You have 8 guys in coverage, and you can get that kind of pressure on a quarterback with 3 rushing.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Forced out of bounds after a big game. This offense set up with a first down. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Noles will kick it deep to begin the second half. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down to the 27-yard line. Decent return. East Carolina's offense heads back out onto the field now. Eager to get something going as we begin the third quarter. Cut in to this huge lead. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Tackle made after a big gain. The Pirates come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Okay, here comes the hurry-up. This is what they love to do. They get a big gain on the ground, hurry up into position, and go right back at that defense again.
On first down, it's play action. Bringing pressure. He's going to pull it down and run. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
The Pirates have first and 10 here.
What a big game by this offense, and they're now going to kick to that up-tempo. Kind of sense that the defense is a bit on their heels, confused, looking to the sidelines. A great time to go hurry up.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. To the air, it's Barnett. Looking downfield near the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
There's the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss on the play.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Third and very long, looking to throw. Looks to the left, pass caught. They finally get him, but a big gain moves the ball to the 10. The Pirates are in the red zone. The offense with some pre-snap motion. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Now he's stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Pirates. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. The Florida State offense on the field. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. On the run, it's Gibson. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs, and especially corners, that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Grabbed by the receiver. He's stopping, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for the wide out. Oh, he dropped it. Very uncharacteristic play by this wide receiver. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Picks up the first, looking for more. He's in the clear. brought down at the 18, and suddenly this offense is in the red zone.
Man, this guy can fly. He gets one crease in the defense, and phew, he is gone. This guy is as fast as there is in the game.
One huge play has changed the drive. Now let's see if this offense can cash in this red zone opportunity. Off the play fake on first down. He bought some time, now lets it go. Sideline catch made, but out of bounds short of the first down. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Chris, to me, I think the quarterback wanted to get this ball thrown downfield, but good coverage forces him to throw it underneath. But give an assist to the O-line, giving him enough time to be able to evaluate that coverage.
On the move now. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
Direct snap to the back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
He'll set up with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Back in motion now. Looking to throw. It's Barnett. It's caught on the crossing pattern. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Running through the tackle. The freshman brings him down quickly.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. On the run here. Lets it go. Let's reel in. It's Montgomery. And they're finally able to bring him down. A big gain to wrap up the third quarter. Break for the quarter, Kirk. Florida State is on top. He played 3 quarters with a chance to stay alive for the national championship. Let's check out the game summary here so far. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They open the fourth by going to the air. Finds his target. They bring him down, but not before gaining first down yardage to the 22. The Pirates come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Well, there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
Run it up the middle, but stop for no gain.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Back to throw. It's Barnett. He escapes the pocket. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
We come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a first and goal from the 10. Tight end goes in motion. First down, looking to throw the football. And he went out of bounds after a short gain on that run.
I love to see this by this quarterback. And instead of giving up on the play and just throwing it away or trying to put one into coverage, he just takes off. Reminds his defense what he can do with his legs and almost took it to the house.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They look to throw it here on second down. Touchdown, East Carolina. This offense is still clicking. Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the PAT is good. They're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. I don't think that made it 10 yards before getting touched. Of course, that's going to be a penalty. So they don't let the ball travel 10 yards before touching it. That could be a crucial mistake as they try to come back here in the fourth quarter. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. The pass rush closing in. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? From the shotgun, drops back. Looking deep for the right side. He's got it in the open. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football, and vertical shots to boot.
It's a quick grab. Touchdown, Florida State. Still no answer for this offensive machine. Because this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm and really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. So the East Carolina offense back on the field now. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Running with purpose. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime, get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play, force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Ellison. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a first down. Great play.
Well, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking to scramble. Fires it to the wideout. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Now, trailing by this much in the fourth quarter, the defense playing smart. They know you've got to take some deeper shots to try to get back into this game with a big play. And the margin of error for this quarterback shrinks with every pass attempt.
Send the back in motion. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. Critical third down play for this offense right here. Dropping back, it's Barnett. He dumps it off to the tight end. And the defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's fourth down. Looking for a man. On the move now. Looking deep for late-game heroics. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
Well, they just had to go for this, Chris. Pretty obvious. Not much of a choice. Down late in the game like this, you got to be aggressive. You got to take a chance. This was clearly just not their day.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Leaning on the run game here. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. He's running out of time here. That one is over everyone's head beyond the end zone and incomplete.
This defense is trying to do anything they can to get back in the game. The fact this offense is still throwing the ball, who knows, maybe a tip pass, maybe an interception, anything they can do to get the ball back.
They'll kick it away here. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. So the drive begins backed up at their own 5. Tough spot. Back to pass. It's Barnett. Running back has it on a screen now. Eludes the tackle. They make the stop, but the screen pass fools the defense enough to pick up first down yardage. The offense will spend a timeout to stop the clock. 21 seconds remaining. First down and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. Falls incomplete. A lot of heat on that throw.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
The passing game just hasn't been consistent today. It's plain and simple. They might not quite be out of it yet, but they have to start connecting soon or this one will be over.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Out of the gun now on third down. It's incomplete again. Fourth down coming up.
Well, Chris, the struggles continue for this quarterback in this offense, just not quite able to find the rhythm. Now we got a fourth down. You're down multiple scores, and the time is really becoming a factor.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. Looking for a late, deep throw. He's picked for a third time tonight. Could take it all the way. And he goes down, and that's how we will end it. Unfortunately, the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And now the stage is set for this season's ultimate college football game. We will see you at the National Championship. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.